Hey everyone, Kevin Muldoon here again. In this video what I'd like to talk about is something that a lot of other people have been talking about, and it's about the Fine brothers. These are guys that I didn't really know anything about until a few days ago. So it's just been really hard to avoid it though. It's been exploding on Reddit and YouTube, and there's been a complete backlash, and you've even seen articles about it on BBC and The Guardian and all that in the UK. So give you all an explanation of it for those who don't know anything about it. There's these guys called the Fine brothers, and they do what's called reaction videos. So they do these videos where some kids are showing like an old Game Boy or an old like Sony Walkman, and then they react to it. And they've did the same thing over and over and over again. They've did seniors react and teens react and all that kind of thing. I think one of the first ones I saw was kids react to the Game Boy, and you watched it and it was kind of mildly interesting. But then you watched, the second video and you're like, right, okay, this is kind of formulaic, and it's not my cup of tea. It's not something I would watch. I found it very, very boring after all, because it was just the same, wash, rinse, repeat. I don't want to criticise the guys for their content. It's not my cup of tea, but I can see that they've got good production values. I can see why they're popular, and they are hugely popular. They've got something like 13 million subscribers, but they have become extremely unpopular this week. What they did was, they did a video where, they did a video explaining themselves, but what they have done is they've applied for trademarks. So they have trademarks for things like teens react, seniors react and things like this, so that other people can't use them. But what they've tried to do is force people who do reaction videos to license their content through them, so that if I had to do a video, teens react to these earphones or something stupid like that. If I had to do something like that, I would have to license it through their platform and then give them 50% of my income, which is absolutely insane, because what they're trying to do here, they're trying to trademark something that doesn't belong to them. They're trying to trademark an idea. Now, ideas can be trademarked. A lot of people have the position they're coming from, and a lot of people saying that this is kind of commonplace in the TV world, is that when you've got an idea, it can be licensed to other places. Common examples would be things like X Factor and Pop Idol and Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Someone comes up with the system and the platform in which these things are kind of set up, and then they sell them, they license them all over the world. And that's why you have Who Wants to Be a Millionaire in pretty much every country in the world. And the person who came up with that original idea sells it to them, and they get a percentage of the profits, or they sell it for a standard fee. And that's what they want to do. They want to sell the idea of reaction videos and then charge people 50% of the money they make, or something like that. It's like 55 or 60% or 40%. I can't remember the exact number. They want to charge people for doing that, which is insane. And it's insane for a number of reasons. One of the first one would be that they didn't come up with this idea. Reaction videos and reaction, TV has been there for a long, long time. I saw a couple of videos on YouTube. People were showing that there was reaction videos on YouTube before they even did it. So it's not like they were even like pioneers on YouTube about it. These guys are, they're trying to take credit for something they didn't create, and I think that's why everyone is so upset with them. There was videos a couple of years ago where seniors react and all this kind of thing, and they weren't the first to do it. But if you go back further, there's always been reactions on television, In the UK in the 90s, there was, I think it was Michael Barrymore. He had a game show, and kids would come along and they'd see how they would react to different things. In America, I think they did the exact same thing with Bill Cosby. And this goes back to like the 60s and 70s and all that. And when you actually see their reasoning behind this, they truly believe that they created this genre, this format, and they're upset with other people who do it. Now, I saw that they were upset with was it Ellen DeGeneres in America, and she did a reaction thing, and they were sending out tweets saying, well, thanks for even asking for using this or something. They're really upset that Ellen DeGeneres did this video, and you feel like saying, well, you didn't create it, you don't even know if their show knows about them. It's just insane. And the thing is, I do want to support content producers. I want to support people that produce content. I'm a content producer myself. I write articles, I'm doing videos like this, and I've had people rip me off. I've had people completely copy websites. I've had people copy articles I've written, spent days writing an article, and then people just copy and paste it on their own website without even asking me. I've had people upload my books. You know, I sell books on Amazon, and I've found the books through the Google Trends and keywords and things like that, and I've found that people have uploaded my books illegally to torrent websites. So I understand that, you know, and for me the biggest issue right now, this is a side topic, but the biggest issue just now is Facebook, because Facebook is the biggest place of illegal content just now, because there's videos getting uploaded, you know, stolen from YouTube creators and put onto Facebook, and they're getting more views than on YouTube, and the original creators are getting nothing for it, whilst the people that upload them are getting, you know, lots of new subscribers and views and all that kind of thing. So that's something that needs to be addressed. But this is different. This is very different. I mean, you can't trademark an idea that's been there for as long as television has been there. You just simply can't do it, and I really do think these guys are delusional, thinking that they can get away with it. I mean, they've built a whole platform to try and license people to allow them to do that. It's I don't know, it's like me, for example, I've done a lot of videos recently where I've took my camera and I've reviewed these kind of phone covers and that. I'm not the first to do it, but saying that say I was the first person to review phone covers, and I say, okay, there's a phone cover, I can't turn around and then say to other content producers, well, you need to give me 50% of your income if you review a phone cover. It's absolutely insane to even think that anyone has the right to do that. The idea of reaction videos has been there a long time. So at first I really didn't care about this whole saga, but the more I get drawn into it, it does raise a bigger issue about content and the idea of whether someone has the right to the way that a certain content is produced, you know. And I think it's just too general. It's too general. And I think if they are going to go down that route and say that the first person to create a new type of video or a new type of content owns that, and then they need to license it to others, well then if that's the case, then they don't own it, because other people did reaction videos to them. And if you go back a few years, you know, the most famous one was the 2 Girls 1 Cup thing. When, don't Google that, you don't want to be seeing what that is, but at the time that was huge, and that's exactly what they're doing, 100% exactly what they're doing, just less vulgar, and they're doing it for a different audience, but it's exactly the same thing. So they've really stolen that from the guys from 2 Girls 1 Cup, and they've stole it from Bill Cosby, Michael Barrymore, TV execs, and probably Johnny Carson. All these guys going back in the 60s and 70s. So these guys are delusional. That's what it really comes down to. But I'm really pleased that the internet like backlashed in this way, and they started unsubscribing to them, because they don't have a right to do that. They really don't. And I don't think any licensing things should be put in place that starts holding people back. These are guys that have got 30 million subscribers, and they're trying to punish guys that have only got a few hundred or a few thousand subscribers. Now, if there's people out there stealing their images, taking parts of their video without, you know, their use, or uploading them to their accounts without giving them credit, anything like that, then go after they guys, because they guys deserve to have, you know, the videos deserve to be taken down, and, you know, they shouldn't be stealing from them. But you can't try and license this idea. It's absolutely insane. Now, I encourage you all, if you don't know much about it, please do a search on YouTube and Reddit and things. You'll see a lot more background information about this. So, but I would love to hear your opinion on all this. Please do leave a comment below, and on YouTube and on Rise Forums as well. I'll post it on Rise Forums, and you can drop by there and give me your opinion on it. Thanks for watching, guys. Speak to you next time.